Hello, everybody. Welcome to another 10 minutes of the series we need to do of more often. But anyways, we're doing a special 10 minutes of today. I'm going to show you around my city skyline, city Santa Palmas. As I've been using Rock Hill as my high school and academia, I've kind of figured I'd show you what Rock Hill actually is. So let's go ahead and pop that off, and we'll take a quick look here. We'll start up in the north here with one of our second newest suburb, the Green Valley area. And see, nothing really exciting here. We got a nice, usual kind of suburb I like to build. Having the pathways around, which I kind of got from watching Sam Burr. If you haven't looked that up, look up Sam Burr and watch some of his videos. They're pretty cool. And I like having little parks in here and stuff. And like I said, a lot of this isn't detailed, but we'll work on it. This is going to be the main avenue through there. This is actually goes all the way through town. This is Sunset Boulevard. And so a lot of this will have all our commercial on it. This will have commercial. This is going to eventually extend up over to here and come back around, as this is kind of marking off where our suburbs end. This is going to be an industrial zone. This hasn't been decided yet. As we go across the freeway from Green Valley, we go into Forest Hills. This is mostly going to be our timber industry. This is going to stretch all the way along here. I haven't decided we'll go in here or down here, but this is going to be sort of the main timber industry, big industrial zone here. Ignore the Pearl District. That was originally going to be farming because I wanted to have farmlands, but we don't have really the fertile land there, so it just becomes industrial buildings. So I was kind of like, well, screw that then. So it kind of got deleted as when we did our road expansion. We got our one solar plant here. Eventually I want to build a solar farm. I just haven't decided if it's going to be here or somewhere else. Where's that? Oh, heating plant. We'll go over here. This is the newest suburb, Holly Hills. Its big feature is this little park here with some rocks. I'm going to add some trees and stuff into that as well eventually, but this is main sort of big park feature it has here. As you can see, this is going to be kind of one of the main roads running across the freeway. This is the actual freeway entrance and exit, though. That's a really nasty one. I look there, I know, but it couldn't help it. This rail line will eventually be fixed too. I just have to figure out where it's going. This is going to be sort of the main roads. Anything with the trees in this neighborhood is just the main roads. And that's going to have most of our commercial. I just wanted to mark it so I could remember. Because I have some other roads like this, which goes through, but isn't a main road. It's mostly a residential road that just kind of runs all the way through. Same with this one. Down here are two districts we plan to work on. This has a tram station for right now, until I figure out where to put it later. This is going to be the entertainment district. This is going to contain one of our stadiums, and you'll see why I say one in a moment. As well as sort of the Expo Center, the Arts Museum, all those little monuments we have in there. You know, the Expo Center, Science Center probably will be down there. Modern Arts Museum, the stadium. There's something else. Find another time. But it's basically going to have all those. Opera House. Things like that. There's an Opera House in here, I know. I just got to remember where it is. Theater of Wonders, stuff like that. Oh, that's going to be over in this area, and that may get expanded out farther. And then you have, you know, leisure and tourism in there as well. Industry Park, which right now is, it will be renamed, but right now it's just Industry Park. This is going to be our industrial zone, at least around here, possibly into here. Right now, this is all our trash. I don't know if it will stay there or get moved. That's our trash incinerators. But yeah, so this is going to be kind of a little industrial zone and before the entertainment district, kind of based off of couple cities I've been to, but you know, kind of have your industry and then you go into kind of your entertainment district and then your downtown, but we're not going to really have a downtown there so much because our downtown's further down. This is the third newest suburb here, Washington Park. The game came up with Washington. I believe I added park for this park feature that I put in here. As you notice, I love park features and these park squares. And everything, because it came up with Washington, all our streets here are actually named after presidents. Next to that is the old downtown, which was originally in the start of the game our actual downtown area. That kind of extends through to here, between these two, between Park Avenue and, well, this says Dixon, but it's actually a different avenue. Northern Avenue, I believe. And this freeway used to also not be here. It actually used to be a square, which is where these two are actually connected down into what used to be Main Street. This is actually now a freeway. It's called the Main Street Freeway for that reason, is that this part of the freeway is actually Main Street. And this part was then extended, of course, next to it. When we did our freeway project, adding freeways, because we used to just have the Rock Hill Expressway, the Santa Palmas freeway, which was like a loop, and the freeway up here. So we eventually did a freeway project, expansion project, adding in the freeway here, which we took out Main Street of the old downtown area. And this one here, which actually used to be 2 streets, I believe there used to be one running down here and one running down here. They got, somewhere in this area, they got eaten up and turned into a freeway that ran north-south down through the old downtown, connecting from there down to Santa Palma Freeway down here. So that we could separate traffic off the Rock Hill Expressway, which primarily was made to sort of be an expressway through Rock Hill for traffic trying to get into the industrial area instead of having to drive all the way around. And speaking of that, this is the famous Rock Hill of Rock Hill High School. Named for the fact there's a hill here and we have a park feature again with a rock. That's literally about all that came from. I'm trying to keep this hill feature as a hill feature so you won't see really any industry ever being built up on that. We got a couple of plants over here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those incinerator plants either. I want to spread my garbage out around the city so they're not all coming from the same spot, but I come out here. There's a nice plaza area, by the way, too, and this another little park feature I like having. So yeah, so this is the famous Rock Hill. It's not a whole lot to it, but it's mine. So whatever. This is the 4th newest suburb, I believe, was Citrus Square we came up with. There's a little office area over in here. Separating those two out, and then you have Citrus Square, which kind of runs by the freeway. This is all going to be kind of a nice little park area under the freeway here eventually. But right now it's just empty space. And then these will probably be moved, and Citrus Square might expand down here. Green Park might expand down here. We haven't really decided. Game came up with the name Green for this. I believe I put the name Park. And I just like the humor of the idea that this little industrial area we subbed in here is a park. it's green. I had to go with it for that joke. Then there's another little office area again here, just kind of separating it from the Sunset District, which is another little suburb we have here that kind of runs up through here. And the street kind of separating them here. It's a nice little green area I like. Over here is Myrtle Heights, one of our original suburbs, along with Central Avenue District. By the way, Central Avenue was our first actual avenue. Again, nothing really exciting. It's our usual suburb. I have a lot of little parks in there, a lot of walkways. Got cemeteries. Before we had crematoriums. We have a lot of crematoriums now. Same thing with Central Avenue. You see we got the Park Square idea going on there. My little favorite thing. This is new additions onto it here. He's running around the freeway to fill in some space. Down here is University Park. The university is actually right here. University Park is the area of residential primarily. A lot of the higher residential buildings along here for supporting the university dorms and stuff, and the idea university police station. By the university we have a nice little plaza area, walkways, we've got the skate park, some beach volleyball, a little basketball court. But we add some stuff in here. Next to it we have University Square, which is built upon this little plaza square, and this is all our leisure. A lot of our basically the entertainment district for the university there, and it extends down into this little area here, and it'll probably eat up this, so this may become park. I haven't quite decided yet, but it leads into Moderation Flats, as it's currently called, which is based around the Mall of Moderation. We have the Mall of Moderation, some little stores and stuff around here, and then my favorite feature, this nice big plaza area with the Statue of Wealth right there. I really like the look of this. We've got this park, you got the plazas. I love the look of this little thing I built in here. This is all going to become a custom park I'm going to build myself, just kind of putting in parklands and trees and stuff, and kind of like in the Central Park idea. This hasn't been decided yet. This is exactly that was that. We spoiled there. Freeway there. My intersections, by the way, or my junctions are all god awful. By the way, it's a lot of spaghetti. These I like. I've been building these a lot more, and I kind of like the look of them. They're real space eating, but I've been doing those. But you see, we have a lot of spaghetti. There's our downtown area. This is mostly meant to be more commercial and offices and a little bit of residential. I'm kind of working on cleaning it up a little bit. And you have along here, we kind of keep the beachfront clear. We may add some little like shops and stuff along the beachfront. We want to keep the beachfront primarily clear of large buildings. A nice big park in here. Then you have off this street. This street kind of separates that from sort of the residential area of downtown. In this area, what we've kind of decided to do is to kind of have off the main streets, there's a lot of low residential, and on the main streets you have a lot of the high residential big buildings. I think it kind of makes a nice little look to it. rather than just being all big buildings, having it kind of separated. You have these big buildings, and then you kind of have all these little small houses in between. I really like the look of that. I did have some along the freeway here, just because I like having it along the freeway, though. And I am going to probably put little parkways and stuff like that in there. Over here is the newest unlocked area we have. This is going to all probably become residential. I thought about making it a industrial and having the harbor and stuff in there, but then I kind of decided it's like, I don't want to have all this industrial all focused right in this area, so I kind of want to expand it out. And having the residential here, industrial here, I'm going to have the industrial here and residential in this area here. And this will be the, I'm going to consider this like the old harbor district. We kind of make up like it was the, where the harbor district used to be and all the industry, and it kind of became, you know, gentrified and more of a, you know what I mean. The harbor district here is going to have, of course, the harbor and all the industry there. This may eventually get built on. There's our original, our big, huge power area right now. That may get moved when we get the solar power plant set up. We just haven't decided yet. There's a pumping station, same thing, they'll probably be moved. These are our heating stations we just threw somewhere. And there was open space there, so we just threw it in there. By the way, some of these, like Citrus Square, are all named after citrus, mandarin lime, clementine. Grove Street was what originally made it become Citrus Square. It had Grove Street in there, which also reminded me of Grand Theft Auto. But the Sunset District, we also started naming streets after things like sunsets. You have Sunset Street, Purple Lane. I believe we have an orange somewhere in there. Off of downtown, we're going to have this island over here. It's going to eventually become a residential area with kind of like little fishing and stuff for tourism, but it's going to be mainly a little residential, small residential hamlet type idea built kind of around the island here. And then over here is the latest addition of the stadium for Santa Palmas FC, playing in their orange kits. And there's going to be a park on this side of the stadium here, and then you're going to have, like I said, we have all our entertainment by the stadium and our hotels and stuff for people staying, and we'll probably have a little hamlet out here somewhere along it, and some commercial shopping and stuff as well, just to kind of make it a nice sort of tourist kind of area that kind of built around the stadium, and you have like little area of people kind of that live or said to want to live near the stadium or kind of live near the stadium, live close to work, whatever you want to call it. And we've got a little two-lane highway which runs across from the main street, which turns into a two-way, runs across there and into this pardon me, into this little avenue there. And we have this little two-lane that also connects from downtown just across here. And this little pedestrian bridge I put in last night because I was bored. I just wanted to see if anyone would actually use it. I thought it was kind of cool. It's like, oh, a little pedestrian bridge across the ocean is kind of a cool idea. It's absolutely pointless. I just wanted to see if anyone would actually use it. So yeah, so there's a little tour of Santa Palmas. I really wanted to show you Rock Hill, like I said, since that's where our high school is in the academia. So hopefully that was kind of interesting. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll probably do little videos now and then, maybe building certain things, but most of it's going to be offline just because I like being offline. I just want to kind of show you this, so hopefully you enjoyed watching our little, 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes, but almost 15, but still, our little 10 minutes of taking a look at Santa Palmas. Thanks for watching, and catch everyone later. Bye.